to be up here. Feels good. Good to get a break from my day job. During the day, I am actually a doctor. Thank you. I recently became chief resident in the residencies. And what's hard, or what sucks about residency is that I have shitty health insurance. I work in a city hospital, and all my patients that are on Medicaid have better insurance than I do. So I have to find ways to get around this. I mean, in the hospital, my other co-doctors will take care of me, but to get drugs, pharmaceuticals, I'll go to the pharmacy because my insurance company won't pay for my drugs. So I'll go to the pharmacy, and I'll make deals with strangers. You buy my drugs for me, and I'll write a prescription for whatever you want. A lot of people don't like doctors that smoke cigarettes. Makes sense. I mean, why should I listen to your advice if you're not even following it yourself? It's very hypocritical. I agree with all of that. I don't really like doctors that are obese. Not because of their unhealthy lifestyle choices, but I just feel bad for the patients because nobody really likes it when fat people touch them. I may not be fat, but I have my own shortcomings as well, and while you're watching me, you'll see that I don't have the steadiest hand, which means that I could never become a surgeon. Now, fine, I don't perform surgery, but I still feel like with my unsteady hand, patients probably don't appreciate it when I give them rectal exams. Well, most patients. But I just kind of wanted to, explain to you guys what it's like from the doctor side of what giving a rectal exam is all about. Step 1, put on 2 sets of gloves. I put on all the lube. I put my finger up as far as I can, reach around, do my exam. Now, the most awkward part of doing a rectal exam is not when I pull my finger out and examine this man's shit in front of his face. It's afterwards when I give him a rag to towel off. Now, believe me, this is a step that you do not want to miss. Because it happened to me one time, I forgot to give him the towel, the patient puts his pants back on. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna do these follow-up tests, we're gonna have this examination, and at that point I realized, shit, you still have all this lube in your ass. And the patient also realized, because he starts squishing and squirming around as the lube is dripping down. All right. I've recently been dating a girl that doesn't have health insurance. I'm not sure if she likes me for my personality. But I don't care because the sex is great. It's phenomenal. She likes to use toys. It's all about props. The other day we were fooling around and she's like, hey, why don't you bring out your stethoscope? And I get all intrigued. Where do you want me to put it? And she says, put it on my back and listen to my lungs. And I don't think that this is going to work out with the girl. I told her, I was like, I feel like we should probably see other people. And you have pneumonia. It's kind of hard for me being a doctor in a hospital, most particularly because I look really young, and not all my patients believe that I am their doctor. I had a guy just yesterday who was like, explained to him in the emergency room, I was like, sir, you have such and such condition, I think we need to admit you for IV antibiotics into the hospital, you're going to be here overnight. He goes, hey, Doogie Howser, what does your mama think about that? And he's like, sees that I'm, don't know how to react, don't know how to respond. I'm like, no, this is very serious, sir. And he's like, hey, Dr. Quinn Medicine Girl. I gave that guy 2 rectals. know, I've always liked comedy more than I liked science, and I think that when I had to choose my specialty, I decided on a field of medicine that was the funniest field that I could find. So I became a pediatric radiologist. So obviously the reaction says what that is. During the day, I diagnose children with cancer. At night, I tell jokes on stage. But in reality, the reason that I did become a doctor, and the reason to that answer, pediatric radiology, is because when I was younger, I had cancer myself. I had leukemia when I was 6 years old, 3 years in and out of the hospital, chemotherapy, everything that you could possibly imagine. Woo! Yeah. I don't know why you guys are so excited. I became a doctor. This is the screenplay. This is it. One good thing about having cancer as a child, everybody treats you really well. I got to participate in this program called the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm sure you guys all know about it, right? Thank you to people that are clapping. No thank you to people that are not clapping. You heartless bastards. But the Make-A-Wish Foundation sent me and my entire family to Disney World. Right? Life-threatening illness, you're going to Disney World. Problem is, I had already been to Disney World. I don't think that was my wish. I got bamboozled by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, I don't know if Mickey Mouse is getting kickbacks, but I was only 6 years old. I didn't really understand what was going on. I thought everybody in Disney World had cancer. So there I was in the Magic Kingdom, convincing other children that they had cancer. And then a few years later, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl, and they asked... Out. And they asked Tom Brady what he's going to do. He just won the Super Bowl. He says, I'm going to Disney World. And I was like, yeah, suck it, Brady. I also got to participate in this, when I had cancer, I got to participate in this summer camp. It was for children that had cancer. It was up in Maine, and it was called Camp Sunshine. All these other kids had cancer like me. I was, 7 years old. Camp Sunshine. Sunshine. Not for the kids with skin cancer. Should have called it Camp Sunscreen. Because they were really overprotective of us. We didn't get to do the other camp activities that you guys are all familiar with. We played dodgeball with a balloon. We had scavenger hunts for chemotherapy drugs. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much.